Hi, and welcome to this lecture where we're going to be looking at another way you can record audio. So, this method of recording is called punching in, and this can be really handy if you want to record something partway through your song during playback. So, I'm just going to play the last two chords we recorded in the previous video. There was a slight mistake in the last chord there, so we're just going to use the punching in feature to record this last chord. I'm just going to make sure we have our input set up correctly. So I'm just going to open up the mixer by pressing the shortcut function F9 on a Mac or just F9 on Windows. I'm going to select mixer insert number 20 again, which we used in the last video, and make sure it's record armed. Then I'm just going to close it again using the shortcut function F9. Now we need to make a marker on the timeline ruler. So we do so by using the shortcut Alt and T. I'm going to name this marker in. I'm just going to drag it to where I'd like by hovering over the left hand side of it and clicking and dragging with the left click. Now I'm going to create another one by pressing Alt and T. I'm going to name this one out. I'm just going to reposition it again by hovering over the left side of it and clicking and dragging. I'm just going to zoom in slightly by holding Command and scrolling. You do this using Control on a PC. Now to finally position where this marker is, I'm going to hold Alt on my keyboard and then drag it to where I'd like it. This just temporarily disables snap. I'll do the same for out. Now we need to right click on the first marker and go down to punch in recording. So this will tell FL Studio where to begin recording. And on the second one, I'm going to right click and choose punch out recording. So this is the point where FL Studio will stop recording. So now, while we're playing the song back, it'll only start recording at this point and will finish recording at this point here. We don't even need to press the global record button at the top here. As we're punching in, it knows we only want to record at this section. Now I'm just going to mute track 2, which is the synth up here, as I don't want to hear it back while I'm playing in the last chord. And now I'm going to start playback from bar 5. So, as you could see there, playback continued, but the recording started and finished at these points. Now I'm just going to unmute the original recording and use the slice tool to cut this last chord out. So I'm going to use the shortcut C. Just remember, to temporarily disable snap, hold Alt, and then click and drag over this audio file. And now I'm going to access the mute tool by pressing the shortcut T and muting this last chord. When punching in, it's important to note that it does automatically mute the new recording. So I'm just going to unmute this now. Now, when I play the song back, we can hear that this new part is more suitable. But one thing that you may notice, during playback, we again have another recording. This is because we didn't remove the punch-in markers. So just remember, once you're happy with your recording, just right-click on the marker and then go down to delete. I'll do the same with the punch-out marker. So right-click and down to delete. I'm just going to right-click on this empty audio clip as we do not need it. Now I'm just going to consolidate these two audio files into a new one with the correct part. So I'm going to access the draw tool by pressing the shortcut P. Then I'm going to hold Command on a Mac or Control on Windows and Shift and click on the audio files that I would like to consolidate. Now again, I'm going to go up to the playlist options at the top here, go down to Tools, Consolidate Playlist section and choose From Selection Start. Again, I'm just going to leave all the settings as default and press Start. Now we have this new file in track 2 at the top here. And now I'm happy with this part and we have the audio file consolidated into a new one. I'm just going to delete this part here by right clicking. I'm also going to close the folder on track 2 to keep the session organized. As you can see, all the other takes have been grayed out, so we'll no longer hear those. We'll only hear this consolidated file at the top, which is named consolidated. Okay, great. That's another way to record in FL Studio, which is punching in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.